Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, November 7th, 2024, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamp, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools this way. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. Whether it is your first time or you are coming back, thank you very much. Lots of people are here already. Thank you guys for joining this morning. Julie, first one here to comment over on YouTube. Good morning, Robin. Good morning. Sunshine on this gloomy, soon to be very wet day. Yes. Sherry, good morning. Also on YouTube. And Julie, thanks for sharing. It's been wet there as well. Hilda, good morning to you. Stella, good morning. Rosemary, good morning. Yes, Rosemary, I will be there. Yes, I'm registered, so definitely hunt me down and find me. Lori, good morning in Minnesota, liked and shared. Tina, good morning. Angelique, good morning. Love all the pink hearts. Pink hearts. Mary Jo, good morning and thank you, Mary Jo. Sorry, it's moving on me. Definitely, I'm sure I will see you in March. That's a guarantee. And thank you for that thing on Facebook, by the way, Mary Jo. Terry, good morning in cold Colorado. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on your comment, but that was a good one. So good morning, Terry. And Martha, good morning. Julie, on stage is sold out. Correct. Very popular event. They did tell us space was limited. So if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, get on that wait list if you wanted to go to on stage. Tommy, good morning. Martha, thanks for sharing. Cindy, good morning. Terry, thanks for sharing. Cindy, there's several Cindy's here. Cindy, good morning, and thanks for sharing. Both Cindy's, thank you for sharing. Okay, so my name is Jennifer Cotton. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. November 20th will be 23 years, November 20th. So I think that week, my live will be the day after the 20th. But anyway, currently 22 years I've been doing Stampin' Up! And full-time for most of that. So this is my full-time business. So I offer lots of things you can take advantage of, these weekly free videos, in-person classes, and all of my events are offered to go. And I offer tons of events, including cruises and weekend retreats and virtual events. So good morning. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Terry. I have missed you too. Okay, so in case anyone noticed or didn't notice, I don't know if you can see it as good on the video, but I have braces on my top teeth, and they will be coming on the bottom teeth in January. So let's get that out of the way. And I'm still not used to how to move my upper lip with them. So, okay, so timestamps. I'll be adding some timestamps to this video. Hey, Marcia, good morning. Bonnie, thumbs up and shared. Thank you. Yes, please. Thumbs up are nice. I showed that I have one this morning. So feel free. I keep covering my mouth when I laugh because of these braces. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. And thank you, Bonnie. Also, Carmen, good morning. You can also, I'm looking for this banner or whatever the heck it is. I was looking to say, over on live chat on YouTube, you can hit a thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up and hearts there. Okay, so I will add timestamps to this video in YouTube later today that will let you skip around to the part you want to watch on replay. And then I will add a link tomorrow right here. Hopefully tomorrow, I need to set my alarm earlier. I'm going to be gone somewhere tomorrow. Alarm for video earlier. Just brought myself a note. Anyway, I'll add a link over here tomorrow or the next day that will take you straight to my blog, stamptherapist.com. That's where you can go to get all the current specials, things I'm offering, my ordering special, my club information, my list of events, etc. Oh, Brittany just jumped up here. Come here. Come here. Brittany's been very following me around, tripping me needy today, so I figured she would jump up here during the video. Now she wants down, of course. This is Brittany. She's big. She's very hairy. Are you sleepy? Okay, you went down. She may jump back up there, though. She's been real needy today for no reason. What else? What else is going on? What am I supposed to talk? Oh, as you come on this video, even on replay, please feel free to make a comment, and that will get you entered to win the cards I'm going to make today using the Sophisticated Sled Bundle. So I'll tell you more about that bundle when we get started stamping. But of course, since I do this as a full-time business, first I will go over my upcoming events and specials and whatever else I have on the table here. And then, I'm a hot mess today. And then we'll get started stamping. Okay, thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Any hearts and thumbs up y'all want to give, likes, follows, subscriptions, YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, etc. Does help me since this is my business. Oh, also, if you share the video, like several people, including 2 Cindy's, have done, comment that you shared. I'm trying to see if I see any other names. Comment that to be entered again to win the cards. Because I don't know who shares it in most cases. Kylie, good morning. Sue, good morning. Thank you, Sue. Julie says hi, Brittany. I think she left the room. I'm looking for her. I think she left. Veronica V, good morning. Seal, good morning. Okay, so some people are giving me congratulations, and I forgot to re-look it up, but Stampin' Up! Did announce their yearly recognition this, I don't know, a couple of days ago. And thanks to you guys, my customers, and you guys, my team, those are the 2 reasons. I was ranked in the top, I'm trying to remember. Let me go to my team group because 2 of my team members shouted me out in the team Facebook group. Sorry, let me try to find this real quick, just so I can thank you guys. So overall, in the United States, out of all the demos, I was number 29 in the country, I guess, in the United States. I get mixed up on what we separate. Team building was number 30, and sales was number 28. And leadership was number 35, which technically doesn't count. They count the top 30. But anyway, so thank you guys very much again for your support, whether you have watched a video and clicked like, because that sends me out to other people. Whether you have purchased from me, been a club member, taken a class, of course, been on my team. Y'all know y'all are the best. I have the best team in the company, just FYI. I've always said that, but I really do. Anyway, I just really like my team and how we are. Sherry, thank you so much. Terry, I said Sherry, then Terry. Terry, I am not. Me and Alejandra are not doing an event. No one in my team is, because of the location. It's too far for us to carry all our stuff, and we just couldn't deal with it. So we will be attending an event there that someone else is doing, and I can tell you privately about that. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, Cheryl. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, V. Thank you guys very much, Tina. Landa got her internet back up. Oh my gosh, we got to get your internet permanently fixed, Landa. Okay, so enough about all that. So don't forget to say hi and comment, or share the video and comment that you shared to get entered to win the cards I'm going to make today. Okay, upcoming events. So as I mentioned, I do this as a full-time business. So I offer tons of events that anyone can take anywhere in the United States. And then if you live anywhere in the world, you can take the PDF tutorial for Stampin' Up! Policy. So world, take the tutorial. Of course, my team gets those free. Anyone in the US can order all of my class packets. I mean, might be one exception a year that's in person only. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible unless otherwise stated. You may need to own the featured bundle dies. You would cut your own designer paper and kit components if they are included in the fee. And again, all events offer the tutorial option, all of them, if you just want the tutorial. But of course, my team gets those for free. I had someone just join yesterday. She wanted to take a couple of classes. And she's been a team member before, so she knows the deal, that there's no obligation, no pressure. We're an extremely zero pressure team, all the stuff. Anyway, Good morning, Beth. So she was, um, we were discussing my class options and adding on the bundles, and then she wanted 2 bundles, and I was like, well, for $99, you can pick 125 of anything, including those 2 bundles you want. And then you can get the tutorials for free. So guess what she went with? Sue, yes, can't wait to finally meet you as well. Y'all have to come find me because I'm the worst with. Sometimes I can recognize you from your Facebook pictures, but I'm the worst. And then I'm bad with names. Like I know your names on Facebook 100%, and of course in my clubs and everything. But to put the name with the face, it takes me a minute. I need to take pictures with everybody and label them. Anyway, but yeah, if you guys are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're going to Raleigh, I always say the name wrong, North Carolina convention, I'll be there. Find me, and introduce yourself so I can know what you look like. Okay, let's get on these classes. Monthly classes. Every month I do 4 classes without fail. Card class, scrapbook class, Stamp-A-Stack class, and sampler class. Every month you can count on these being offered in person or to go. So these are all in person on November 16th. It's like a come and go situation. I have people who take between 1 classes, 2, 3, or all 4. And they just move around to the sections of the room and complete what they want. Some people just stamp and assemble later, whatever. So I do that in person in DeSoto, Texas on November 16th. If you take it to go, it will be mailed on November 18th. The card and scrapbook, you need to register by November 14th or while supplies last. For card, we're doing Christmas cards with Sentimental Christmas. Actually, I think it's called Sentimental. It's not called Christmas. I realized I had the name wrong yesterday. Anyway, that one, the Sentimental one. I'm going to look it up real quick. And excuse me, I'm looking at my computer. Sentimental. Like the year bundles. Those are the 2 bundles we'll be using. Sentimental Wishes is the name of the bundle. I need to fix it on all of my advertising because I've typed in the name wrong. Sentimental Christmas is the designer paper, which of course I'm sure I'll be using, and actually I'm using today. Okay, so that's card class. 4 cards, $20, free with a $20 order. I'll show you the 4 we made last month. They're here somewhere, right here. But different bundles, of course, or stamps last month. And then you need to register for that again by November 14th or while supplies last. So if you register and it's sold out, I'll refund whatever I need to and tell you too late. Sorry. So card class, 4 cards for $20. Scrapbook class is 3 12 by 12 pages for $20, free with a $20 order. We will be making this one, which is page 2 of one of the ones we made last month, which was this one. So we made that already. This is page 2, and we'll be making 2 Christmas pages with the Reindeer Memories set and Reindeer Fun Bundle. Okay, so Christmas scrapbook pages. $20 free with a $20 order. Okay, next up is the other 2 that are priced differently. They include product, so over $20 in product for each one. Both are designed. Shocking. Figuring out where to put these samples. So sampler is the 12 by 12 framed art. So it's a wall art class, really. It's not a sampler really anymore, although the one I made yesterday looks like a sampler. Wall art. So there's a couple, why can't I get my finger right? A couple of examples right there on my wall behind me. What you can do is interchange those in one shadow box in your home seasonally, or do several. They also make great gifts if you're going over to someone's house, housewarming, whatever. They make great gifts. So this month, the sampler class that, by the way, these are both sampler and Stamp-A-Stack, are also clubs that you can join. You save $2 if you're in club, so it's $35 a month. Shipping is separate, of course, and I combine shipping on all 4 of these classes every month. One shipping price for 1 to 4 classes. Sampler, what am I trying? Oh, the club. So, sorry. You can join the club or sign up for these 2 classes by November 10th. Club members save $2. So it's $35 for club, $37 for non-club. You use a registration link for non-club or join the club for club. I have all the links. Just go Make sure you're on my email list. Just sign up for that. Right up here, click join email list. Right down here, that's Facebook. Right down here in YouTube, click join email list. You'll get the email at 1 p.m. today, and it'll have all these links in it, and then you'll get other emails. Okay, so also, why join the club? You can cancel at any time. I've had people join for 1 month and cancel. You can do that. I've had people who've been there with me since I started the clubs 2 or 3 years ago. So thank you all very much. Doesn't matter if you were a one-timer or you're still in. And I've had people come and go. It's all good. You can do all that, but you'll save money. We give periodic gifts. But I don't know if periodic is the right word. Occasional gifts, which lately has been every single month. I think we've missed 1 month in the last year or two, but I don't promise these gifts. Let me show you the one we gave last month. If it's, oh, I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. This cute little keychain with a handmade tag on it. Different little motivational sayings on there, or inspirational, I think is a better word. Anyway, so you might get a little extra gift in your club packet, PDF tutorial. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible, and over $20 in merch. Then after 6 consecutive months, you get a gift from me, valued around, well, I don't know the value yet because we have a new plan coming, stamping out. But anyway, it's not like a $1 gift. You get a good gift from me. Thank you, Seal, for liking and sharing. Ramona, good morning. Thank you. Mary Ann, hello. I wish the onstage didn't sell out. I know. Julie, I know, right? Okay, so sampler. The decorative trees is the club sampler this month. So if you join club or register for this one, you'll get this one. I'm going to give a quick sneak peek. I like it a lot. I hope you will too, and I hope you'll want to sign up for it. It's an elegant sampler with decorative trees. Okay, so there's that class. But at Christmas, I always do 3 samplers. So the additional 2 that you can add on, whether you're a club member or not, are Reindeer Fun, which is going to be super cute. And these will be designed by Sunday, and Snowy Wonder. Once I get these designed, I will put sneak peeks out in email, but also, something in my eye. Also, if you join my VIP Facebook group. Oh, what was I trying to say? Join my VIP, Jennifer Cotton's customer VIP, something to that effect, Facebook group. I put sneak peeks there. Well, I posted the sneak peek of that one last night. Okay, enough about samplers. Next up is Stamp a Stack. That is 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. This is my last Christmas Stamp a Stack. I do have one more Christmas Stamp a Stack available to go only, but this is the last one in this series. And it's in November, obviously. And we're going to use the Sophisticated Sled Bundle. So, of course, those are the cards I'm going to make today. So you'll get to see this exact class and decide if you want to join the club or sign up for the single class, but you have to do it by Sunday. Sampler and Stamp a Stack sign up by Sunday. They're both the same price, $35 for members, $37 for non. Includes over 20 in merchandise. So yeah, I'll make those cards today. I feel like I forgot. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember. I was making notes. I have this printout of what to say, and I always make notes on it. And then I realized I was late starting my video, and I had to stop making notes. So they ended there. Okay, next up, Seal liked and shared. Thank you. Is this Rustic Christmas Cards class. So I don't have a lot of registrations for this class, and I'm not sure why, because I think these cards are gorgeous. So if you see this and you like it, you can sign up. It is limited supply. However, I haven't run out. And these are 4 Christmas designs. You're going to make 3 of each. This one is 12 cards, 12 gorgeous Christmas cards. We are going to cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible except the one bundle. I forgot the name, of course, again, that's used on the set. It's the one with these words, all the Christmas words and the tag dies. You'll need to die cut your own tags, but we're going to emboss. I think every single card has embossing on it. We'll die cut the other labels, etc. It includes a lot of product. It's all listed in the info about the class, because I can't remember what it is right now, 4 designs, half designed by me, half by Alejandra Gomez. And of course, we'll give you everything you need in that class packet to make the 4 designs, 3 of each. That includes a kit also included with the fee. So any questions, let me know. Make sure you're on my email list or in that Facebook group so you can get these links to join. You can go to my blog to read details, but we're not allowed to put the links on the blog per Stampin' Up! Policy. Thank you, Terry. Good morning, Pam. And that class is to go only, not an in-person component. So you would stamp it at home with your stamps and die cut those tags. Right. Okay. Next up is the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. My samples are gone. Landa has them. She's already started pre-working on it for me because we have a lot to cut next week between camp, craft along, and my monthly clubs. We got a lot to do. So Landa, thank you. Everybody, please give Landa a shout out because she's starting early on this for me. We're just guessing the number we need. So these are the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp is a virtual camp. There is a Facebook party component where you have a chance to win prizes and see bonus videos by me and Genevieve Coe. Plus, you'll make 10 projects using the Snowy Wonder bundle. So that's the first graphic there, Snowy Wonder. 10 projects. Genevieve has made all of hers. I just have not had time to update the graphic and add her pictures where it says good things are coming. But you'll make 10 cards. They're all cards. One's a shaker, and you got at least a couple of fun folds in there, etc. You will make those. You'll need to own the Snowy Wonder bundle to complete them as we've shown. We'll cut everything else and emboss it. And of course, you'll get a generous goodie bag with that one. Within this class, you can add on these 2 classes you see here, or you might just want to take Genevieve's Sentimental, it's actually not Sentimental Christmas, Sentimental Wishes bundle class, or my Reindeer Fun class. Or you might want to take the 2 classes and not the camp, or the camp plus 1 class. You can literally mix and match it however you want, or like always, tutorials only within the class links. Okay, so Reindeer, the 2 classes are, I'm going to take this off so I can talk to you. The 2 classes are 4 gift card holders, really cute ones in my opinion. Mine are all, they're not here, but they're like fun folds and stuff. It's pretty cool. A couple of it are box gift card holders. 4 gift card holders and 2 Christmas gift tags for each class. So Genevieve's uses Sentimental Wishes bundle. Mine uses Reindeer Fun bundle. So of course, just take both so you can get all those gift card holders and tags. I hope all that makes sense. Click the one link. You'll see all the info. You'll see that you can take 1, 2, or all 3 in any fashion you want, or tutorials only. And if you take all 3, we will give you a bonus gift as well. Okay, so, and it's a virtual. You need to stamp and assemble at home. The camp, the Facebook party is associated with the camp, not the 2 bonus classes. Okay, any questions, let me know. Thank you, Terry. Craft Along. So I think I announced the Craft Along last week. It is in November, on November 21st with the More Than Autumn bundle. You need to register by Monday, November 11th. Register by Monday. And they will be mailed. Your class packet will be mailed on November 15th. You're going to make 4. They're all fun folds. That wasn't on purpose, but I noticed it yesterday. I was like, oh, these are all fun folds. So all 4 cards are fun fold. 2 are Christmas leaning, 2 are fall leaning, as you can see from my preview right here. What the Craft Along is basically like, for example, the cards I'm going to make on the video today. I would have mailed you a packet ahead of time, and you can stamp and make them along with me. So it's pretty cool. And it does include some product. All that info is right there in the registration information. So go to the blog to see the description, which is stamptherapist.com. I'll be on the screen later. Go to the blog to see the description, join the VIP group or my email newsletter to get the links and description. Of course, you can always just ask me for links as well. So I got a sneak peek of the 4 cards right here. Again, they're all fun folds. They're super cute. Well, I mean, this is my opinion. This is a fun fold, but I don't want to give all my secrets away. So I'm not going to be opening these fun folds, but they are all a fun fold. Okay, so sign up for that by Monday. And I don't think you're going to regret it. You will need to own the bundle for that one as well. Okay. That's this craft along. Again, it's happening on November 21st. You don't have to be present. Many people purchase it and they can like watch, they're at work or whatever. So they're like half watching the video and then they go back and do the recording later. It also includes a PDF tutorial, by the way. If you purchase that craft along, you get the PDF step-by-step instructions. Okay, so that's that. Bingo is coming in December. That link will be out by hopefully mid this month. We're already on the 7th, so I really need to do that this week and email it out. Write myself a note. But anyway, bingo is on Zoom, so that's virtual as well, coming in December. And then, of course, you can attend an in-person retreat, which will be offered to go closer to the date. You can attend in person March 27 through 30, 2025, or August 7 through 10, 2025, Temple, Texas. April McCrite and I will put it on. Yay. Thank you, Robin, for saying Landa is phenomenal. I need a Landa. Retreat. Let me see. You get an 8-foot table, tons of lighting, your meal, I sort of say a meal, meals, a bed, optional massage you can add on, optional classes you can add on, 10 or more make and takes, goodie bag, prizes, etc. And so that, you can sign up right now for March or August, and they will be offered to go. And then, of course, if you want the ultimate in a crafting retreat, you would instead do the, what am I trying to say? The cruise on Harmony of the Seas, January 2025 or January 2026, either one or both. Both is better. And you can, I believe you can still register for 2024 at this time. Just contact our travel agent for rates. But there will be a cutoff coming where it's too late. Oh, Lori, sorry about the freezing. Okay, so at the cruise, you're going to get gifts every day. You're going to get to meet tons of cool people, get a t-shirt. You can even dine with the group if you choose, but of course they have to break us up into smaller tables that are near each other. So you have your own little table of homies, basically. You get a bag, you get to participate in the optional card swap if you want. You get food 24/7, mingling, your own, hello, Brittany, half a crop table, and separate separate class tables so that you can do that without interfering with your little situation. Okay, so that is that. I think I left a graphic there that is retired. Yep, those two are gone. Okay. I think I'm going to check this real quick because I can't see it small. Yeah, I forgot to update that. Oh, there's Brittany. Y'all see Brittany? Hi. Okay, she's on the table. Rubbing on the camera. Let's just let her do it for a minute while. Yeah, I made that new graphic, but I think, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whatever. That's my online order special. I'll just tell y'all about it. Okay. Let me check my notes here, which she is standing on. We have 2 new kits available in the online store. So definitely go to my online store and click kit, like menu kits collection. And you can see them. One is watercoloring. I've ordered it. It'll be here today, but not in time for this video. I highly doubt. And the other one is framed art. It's like a diorama. Like you have these pieces you layer and there's space between them. So it's like 3D and it's I think a wood frame. It's white. Anyway, I think it's for Brett. They're saying hi. She jumped back up here. Come here. Come on. Anyway, 4 framed art things. So go check those out. They are while supplies last. That watercolor one is amazing. It comes with watercolor pencils, a water painter, and a pad of watercolor prints for us to color, 2 of each one. And then you can put that on a card if you want. It looks awesome. So, sticky note down. Oh, and then the online exclusives are available now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and point the camera down. She is fluffy, girl. Yes. Thank you, Lori. Terry, I don't know still what's set for bingo. That will be when I set up the event. I'm gonna make the final decision. I keep leaning towards decorative trees because I love it so much, and I usually do like tags and gift cards for that bingo, and I just think decorative trees would make such cute ones. But I'll make the decision soon. Okay. I'm gonna point the camera down, and what I was gonna say is I'm gonna need to adjust it because let me grab something as well because I didn't have time before I started because I got behind. Is the reason. Okay, so I'm going to point the camera down. I was about to say the new online exclusives are available to purchase, and I have uploaded this file to my blog, so you can go there right now, stamptherapist.com. Let me grab the. Hey Denise, good morning. I missed it. Lori, switch bundle for craft along. Switch or which? What day is stamp camp? Stamp camp is, sorry y'all, I missed all these comments and questions. Pam, good morning. Where's my notes? Good question. Stamp camp, which you don't have to be present the day of. Register by November 10th. It's mailed on the 18th. And let me look at the calendar because I didn't write it down. It's happening on the 23rd. Stamp camp with Jen and Jen is November 23rd. And on Facebook, but everything will be recorded. You don't have to be present. Okay, did I answer all the questions? Because I got behind. Pam, good morning. Bundle for craft along is more than autumn. Goodness, I can't talk. Yay, bingo. Land is phenomenal. Okay, cool. Which, yes, more than autumn. I showed a sneak peek of the cards, Lori. Oh, you probably missed it because your thing was glitching. Got you. Okay, Brittany, not good today. Okay, online exclusives. You're making it blurry, girl. Making it blurry. She's so sweet, though. Okay, come on. Why don't you at least go to the side right there? This flyer will need to be, or not need to be, it is uploaded to my blog right now. And it shows every online exclusives with item code, price, info there. These are the bundle. Let me see. Suite collection. So that's a suite, which everything's sold separately. This is a suite. Then we have bundles. Bundles continued. I showed all these products that I own on a previous video. You can go back and watch that if you want to see the physical products. Single stamp sets, paper, tools. And then, of course, you can just go right here to go to my online store, this QR code, and that will take you directly to the online exclusives portion of my online store. So those are all available to purchase now. Getting mixed up. Online exclusives are while supplies last, so they may restock certain things and they may not restock others if they run out. So make sure you get what you want from that list. Earlier, the better. This will be the only Valentine's suite. Demonstrators, we get to see the new mini catalog in like a week or so. I keep forgetting the actual date. Cat is a lot today. We get to see the actual catalog in a week or so. You're really gonna bite me. So we'll know what other additional Valentine products there are, but they have told us this will be the only suite where you got the designer paper, embellishment, ribbon, blah, 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 all matching. So y'all go get it. Okay. Oh, I have some show and tell here. So I received this card from my friend, Robin. She's a team member, and she participated in our team swap, which is actually what these cards are. And with the swap, she mailed me this gorgeous, gorgeous Halloween card. This bundle might be temporarily not orderable, but it'll be back, I think. Anyway, you can still get it for next year for Halloween, the potions and spells. Okay, this was our team swap. We had 5 signed up. One had a surprise, not a, I don't want to say that like it sounds crazy. One had a grandchild born, not unexpectedly, but anyway, the grandchild was born, so she had to drop out of the swap. So we had 4 people participate instead of 5. And these are the 4. So obviously I have like 200 people in my team. So obviously swapping is not required. It's optional to sign up for. But if you do, you get back 1 of each card. So this was from Yolanda. This is Yolanda's gorgeous card. And anyway, yeah, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Nothing else to say. Emily is a new team member, and she jumped right in on the swapping and made this incredibly adorable, like Polaroid style card out of designer paper. I love it. So Emily, this one is from Elaine. It is a fun fold. Boom. But just wait, there's more. Boom. Love that one, Elaine. And last but not least is Robin Swap, which was the winner. Everybody in the team got to vote for their favorite one. And so Robin won $20 in merchandise for me. Look at this detail. Look at this. Okay, so good job, everybody. And of course, when you participate in swaps, you get back 1 of every card. That's the whole reason to participate, to get those ideas. Maybe people used products you don't own, etc. So to get all those new ideas. Okay, so that was the team card swap. Showed you Robin's card. Next up is, I think this is the last thing, and then we'll get started stamping, my online ordering special. That's just a note from me and Landa. I made these cards last week on the video and showed you, I made 3 of the 4. Anyway, I showed you how to make them and told you that if you place an online order with me in November with this host code right here, $25 or more, you're going to receive a packet mailed to you in toward the beginning of December to make these 4 cards. We cut, die cut, punch, emboss, everything possible. You stamp and assemble at home with your stamps. Several of these birds are designer, not that one. These, and these are designer paper. So we're going to give you a piece of designer paper to cut out yourself. So even if you don't own this bundle, you can make do with what you get and modify the cards and make some beautiful cards. But, you know, we have fun folds. Well, 1 fun fold there, 1 fun fold here. All these notes for me and Landa. Some coloring on that one, designer paper here. Anyway, get it free. $25 or more gets you that packet completely free. Like, hello. You don't even have to pay shipping. And then this is free if your order is 50 or more through November 15th with that host code, the Earth Tones Shimmer Gems. And then I'll give a new host code on the 16th to get a different free accessory. Limit 1 class packet per month per person. Any questions, let me know. Order. Yeah, just go on and place an order. Okay, today, yes, Julie said, cute Robin. Agree. Okay, today we're going to make 4, I'm going to make 3 cards, but show you 4 with the Sophisticated Sled Bundle. This is my little system here. This pink dot means this is an online exclusive, so it's only found in our online store, which also means it's while supplies last, again, technically. Let me check this inventory list real quick. So technically, this could sell out at any moment and be gone forever, or they might restock it. I'm going to just check inventory. I don't think it's on here. Yeah, it's not on the inventory list at all. It is still currently available as a bundle or individually. And I don't remember if I've shown this on a video before. So Sophisticated Sled, I don't think I have actually, is photopolymer, which is my favorite type of stamp now, photopolymer. Let me see if they're actual size or not on the front. Don't remember. Oh, no, they're much smaller on the front. So these skates here, this tall on the front. this tall in real life. So all the images you see on the front of the case are larger than what they really are, smaller than what they really are. Okay, so we have a sled. So it's from the top view. So you see the wood that you sit on, and then like the metal, and then the wood that you, I guess, hold on to. I've never sledded before. I live in Texas. I don't go skiing. I never did this, but we do decorate with sleds, like for our country Christmas decorations. So, there you go. This sled is, the stamped image sled is about 4 1/4 inches tall by about 2 1/4 wide. It's like got wood grain on the 3, or actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wood slats that you would sit on, and the 1 wood slat that you would hold on to, wood grain printed on there, and then solid where the metal part is. I assume that's metal. Okay, so we have that. Then we have an image of 2 ice skates hanging from a string, or hanging from the laces with a bow tied at the top. That full image is about 2 3/4 tall by 1 3/4 wide. Please jump down. The cat was like, she's really messing with my stuff. There is a wreath. It is 2 inches, and it's got some solid leaves in it, and then some open leaves and foliage. I don't know what kind of plants they are, and green, and berries. I meant to say berries. So you can color those in. I'm going to do that on a card today. You've got this image here that I don't remember what these are called, but it's what you decorate Christmas. It's 2 1/8 inches long by about 1 inch wide. It has a bow at the top, and then it's stems, berries, and leaves hanging down from it, coming kind of to a point. So like you hang that on your door or whatever. I forgot what it's called. I'm working on some wall art with this bundle right now. Lori, awesome. Hey, Belinda, good morning from how many degrees in Washington, Belinda? Is it cold or warm? It looks like you're saying it's warm. Okay, we have a 3 snowflake image. So 1 image, 3 snowflakes. They're like not super detailed snowflakes, but super cute. And a cardinal image, and it's small. It definitely is in scale to like put it on that wreath right there. Cardinal. And then last but not least, the words, which I'll show on the front here. They're backwards right there. We've got, I hope your days are filled with fun and laughter. Yay, exclamation mark, all the way. Good tidings. Let it snow. And let's decorate the season with happiness. So let it snow, let's decorate, and I hope your days are filled are mixed font, cursive, and all caps straight. And then yay all the way and good tidings are one single line of all skinny, like thin line, all caps. Really nice set. The bundle, the dies, there's 11 dies. You can die cut out all your stamped images, pretty much, I believe. So the sled, I was going to say swag. Is that what it is? The swag thing, the wreath, and the skates, and the bird, the cardinal. And then you have these standalone, so you can create ice skates with the metal part, the blades, the skate portion, like the boot, shoe, and laces. And when you do these laces, I'm not making those on camera today, but we're using them on the 4th card. It cuts a slit in the shoes, and you tuck those laces into it, and it looks really cool, and it's super easy. And there's also a like swag, like a U-shaped but uneven of greenery that you can die cut to put. Everybody's putting it at the top of this sled, but anyway, you can cut a couple of those, and it's a really nice one to cut. There's not a lot of excess paper. There's just like I think 1 hole right there that you have to poke out of this die. Otherwise, it's real nice to cut. Oh, and then you can make a sled, a standalone away from the stamps with these 2 dies right here. So one cuts the frame, I guess would be metal, and then one cuts the wood parts, the thing you hold on to and the thing you sit on. Very similar to the stamped one, but this is standalone. And the the wood part does put all those wood grain images in there. You'll see it on the samples today. Okay, that is Sophisticated Sled. Go get it. It's really awesome. Really awesome. And you can color this stamp set in because there's open area on the wood grain. Of course, the swag for sure color in, and the bird. But the wreath and skates you can also, and the sled, to me, you can get away without coloring. So that's cool. You know, time consuming. Okay, let's get started. Oh, I do want to say it's called a swag is what Seal says. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I wasn't like sure, so I got nervous. Let's call it a swag, Seal. Yes, Lori says swag also. Awesome. I need to write it down. Belinda. Oh, 28 degrees, Belinda? Oh my goodness. Ooh. It is 64 where I am. I think it's getting up to 70 something today. Okay, this designer paper right here is what else I'm using. Sentimental Christmas. 12 by 12 designer paper in the mini, in the mini catalog. Every time you buy this paper, you will donate $3 to organizations benefiting children's literacy. That's a good thing. Every time you buy it. So if you like it, it's a win-win, right? So this paper I have shown on a previous video, so I'm going to do it quickly right now. We have a sheet here with greens, and it has trees on it. It's pretty peacock. What's the other green? Garden green, old olive, pretty peacock mix here. And it has like a pattern in the background. The colors of this paper all together: basic beige, basic black, cherry cobbler, crushed curry, early espresso, garden green, old olive, pecan pie, poppy parade, pretty peacock, shaded spruce. Okay, so you've got the sheet that's just repeated trees, like realistic pine trees, Christmas trees, whatever, all over. The back is rows of like a red and white striped ribbon folded back and forth with holly berries and leaves every few inches. Then you have this sheet here of, I guess I've used most of this one. You got these little scenes of real pretty, realistic reindeer with like a snowy scene surrounded by little branches and berries and birds. Repeated, couple of different repeated patterns all over. And the back is like a brown, like pecan pie with snowflakes on it, although it 100% makes me think of soft suede with white snowflakes. At this sheet here, mix these up or something. I don't know what I did. Yeah, I didn't put this back together very well. There it is, the reindeer one. Okay, so this one on the back has old-fashioned Christmas trees, like the kind you see in your houses, old-fashioned movies or whatever. Some have candles on them, beads, etc. There's all different colors and kinds. And in between each tree, which you could hand cut out, are stacks or single gifts. It's very painted, artsy, like painted on versus drawn. Okay, the back of that is diagonal stripes, greens, and whites in different sizes and everything. I'm trying to do the quick descriptions here. You can go back and watch the video about the new mini catalog products. This cat's going to make me crazy today. Okay, this one here has these little sections of, not sections, little, it's a stocking. By the way, this is a bundle, so you can get a stamp set that matches this. There's a die that'll cut out this stocking. So it's a stocking, kind of old-fashioned looking, really thick at the top, like wide, full of greenery, peppermints, like candy canes, and gifts, wrapped up gifts. And then they're surrounded by greenery, almost like an oval shape. And then in between that is a red bow that you could hand cut out separately if you wanted. Back of that is this piece here, which is a 12 by 12 frame. It's framed around the edges of the 12 by 12. See, why you gotta bite me? With candy canes, greenery, and berries. And then in the middle is like super distressed light greens with super light white snowflakes. Showed that already. Showed this already. Okay, this one here, the back or this side is a big giant 12 by 12 scene. Top left, we got branches, pecan pie branches with pretty peacock. This cat, y'all. Pine needles, thin ones, like not super thick, with a lantern, single lantern hanging from it with a candle inside, and then blue distressed, white drawn stars and snowflakes, and then at the bottom right, same greenery, a little less of it with some tall, large pine trees. Really light blue on those. Okay, candles. This is a sheet, peacock background, groups of 1, 2, or 3 candles, hand painted, super classic or old-fashioned looking, but beautiful. Down at the bottom of the candles is greenery and ornaments and berries, and they got the super yellow glow around the flame, etc. That was the back of the pine needle one. And then last but not least, you have this piece, which is on one side these little groupings of Christmas bouquets with red bows at the bottom, white berries, greenery, holly leaves, etc. They're all separated out so you can hand cut them out, which you can see I have done some. Hint, hint of today's cards. And in between those are just other little greeneries, little single ones. There's not a die for those. And then the back is like a candy cane background, basically. It's like old-fashioned candy cane, not super white, more yellowish on the white part. Stripes going straight up and down of different widths. Red and white, but again, it's like an off-white. Okay, there we go. Swag for sure. Cooler side, and Xana says swag for sure. Cooler side where she is, which is in the UK, and naughty kitty. Exactly. Just being very naughty today. Okay, so don't forget, when you buy this paper, $3 is donated. No limit. You can buy as many as you want. Sentimental Christmas. There is a whole, there's other stuff that goes with it. And then last but not least, I'm also going to use this brushed silver and gold foil paper, which just came out in the online products. So while supplies last, brushed silver and gold. I'm probably going to use ribbon too, but I'll show you that in a minute. Let's try to hurry and get to card number 1. Card 1. As a reminder, this is my Stamp-A-Stack class. So you can take this class or club from me. You'll make 2 of each card. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. Lori loved vintage. That's the word also. I love everything about this paper. Vintage like me. Lori, don't say that. Vintage is fine. If you want to be vintage, you can. Because, yeah, I'm vintage 70s. Anyway, Lori, that's what Lori says about this paper. Okay, this first card is part of the Stamp-A-Stack, registered by November 10th for club or class. And the card base is a half sheet of pretty peacock cardstock. So it was 8.5 by 11 inches. We cut it in half. You'll get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. Fold it in half. I like to use the bone folder. Leave my paper on the table. Align the 2 corners by pushing this paper against my thumbnail. And then I try to do all the folding with my bone folder, because there'll be less wrinkles on the inside that way than if I use my finger. Or you can go up even another step and score that with your paper trimmer instead. Okay, and then this is kind of what your packet will look like, but not exactly. First of all, you're going to cut your own designer paper. So you're going to get full sheets, a half a pack of the Sentimental Christmas designer paper. And you'll cut that yourself. But in your packet, you'll get this next layer, which is Lost Lagoon, to go on the front of the card. This will be up and down portrait style. Then you're going to get a piece of pretty peacock, same color as the card base. It is a rectangle to go on the front. I'm going to have all these measurements for y'all at 11 a.m. Central right there at stamptherapist.com with recipe cards and supply list. So it's a pretty large rectangle to go there in the middle. And then the next layer is designer paper, which again, you're going to cut yourself. The back is the red and white ribbons with holly. The front that we're using is the light peacock or Lost Lagoon background with like little white decorative lines. It almost looks like grass or something, but I think it's just decoration. And then the really furry looking Christmas trees, almost like it looks like painted art, but it also looks in real life like it was a Christmas decoration that's made out of wires for each layer of the tree. Wires to me, but they're light greens, dark greens, and white in those trees. So pretty cool. Okay, so that's going to be kind of the front. Then look what Landa, don't get mad. Look what Landa's going to do for y'all. Now she ain't going to poke out all these pieces or I'll tell her, what are you doing? That's too much. You're going to need to poke out the pieces, but she's going to die cut for you the crumb cake top of the sled, the gold textured foil sled, gold textured foil, that's what it's called, gold brush silver foil, the base, 2 of those swag dies. There'll be 2 of the exact same ones, which we will probably cut from this layering piece right here. Don't be wasting your paper. Cut from the layer so nobody will ever see it. And then this is an exact size of a 1/4 inch by, I think, 3 inches wide, but measurements 11 a.m. Central on the blog, of basic white for our greeting. So those are the pieces for this card. We are going to stamp on the, grab my magnet, Lost Lagoon piece that goes on the front portrait. So we'll have it up and down here. We're going to stamp on that, and we're going to stamp our greeting. I'm going to grab, actually, I have my, oh, no. I'm going to grab scrap paper. I'm going to stamp off on this Lost Lagoon. This is a class. So I've got it all in this tub right here. And sitting on top of it is dies I'm sending to Landa. Landa, here you go. Something I'm going to show y'all today related to this class. The ribbon and embellishment we're going to use. All the dies I used. And inside is all the supplies. See? That's what I take with me to class. Although I have to make double of these because this is my biggest class in person. So we always need 2 tables for this one. But anyway, long story short on that is here's where all my stamps are. We're going to use those blends on one card, I think. I need Lost Lagoon ink and Pretty Peacock ink for this card. Lost Lagoon is for the snowflake image. So there is an image in the stamp set with 3 small snowflakes, in a triangle pattern. And what I'm going to do is make or place these at the top right and bottom left on this card. So I want to stamp some of them dark in full strength and some of them lighter by stamping off first. If I stamp, really only that corner is going to show. If I stamp off the edge like this, so that bottom part was hanging off the edge right there of my cardstock, I don't want to re-stamp that as a light one. It didn't do it now, of course, but because the part that was hanging off can be super light. So that's why I re-ink it, stamp it off, and then stamp it again. I do recommend you flip this stamp as you do this. Turn it different directions. Otherwise, you get a weird pattern, but then I always forget to flip mine. Okay, that's going to be good enough probably. But if you just want to test it, you just take these 2 pieces here, the designer paper and the peacock, that rectangle that's going to go in the center, and see how it looks. Looks pretty good to me. Maybe I want a light snowflake right there. Okay, you can do the whole thing if you want, but that's all I'm going to do. So I'm actually going to set that aside now. Don't forget, with this class, you get over $20 in merchandise. So the half pack of designer paper, you're going to get about this many gems. I think a full roll of this twine cording, which I'll tell you about at the time in a minute. By the way, just a tip, do not drag cardstock across our new ink pads. I did not do this, but don't do that because it cuts these foam pads. Do not. Oh, and by the way, also side note, I bought a new white ink pad. It's unopened yet, and I'm going to make a separate video to make a Memento black pad. But anyway, I was going to make it yesterday, but things got busy. Pretty. You're just so needy today. So needy. This is the one. Yesterday I was telling Scott, I'm like, I haven't seen this cat all day. I think she hates me. She like hid all day. You're going to step on the ink pad. Okay, pretty. Pretty. Let's go. Okay, so we have this real skinny piece of white. Gosh, slapped the camera. Luckily, this is photopolymer, and this is the exact size we want it to be. I did think about cutting it bigger for the class and letting y'all trim it down, but I don't like to do that personally because especially for something, you'll see how it's going to be on the card. I always end up trimming too much off one side and not enough of the other. Sorry if y'all can hear my phone. And then it's not centered anymore. Makes sense? Okay, so I'm going to try to center this left to right and obviously top to bottom. It says yay all the way in that really nice, just elegant all caps font. It's a little low, but it's fine, right? Tina, hello. Are you laughing, Tina? Sandy, hello in New York. It looks like Christmas cards when you were little. Yes, girl. Yes. No, I get that. Okay, remove this. And we can put this card together. So this one's super easy because we're going to do so much work for you. Right, Landa? Landa's like writing her resignation letter as we speak. Just kidding. No, actually, the one resigning will be Karen cutting all those Christmas trees for y'all for the sampler. Where's my adhesive? I'm going to use Stampin' Seal. And I'm going to attach this designer paper to the pretty peacock rectangle. It's a skinny little border there. I'm going to attach the stamped Lost Lagoon to the pretty peacock card base. You can see I don't use very much Stampin' Seal because it's plenty strong and I don't need it. I mean, certain times you do need more, but not in this case, in my opinion. And then the rectangle of trees will get attached with Stampin' Dimensionals to the card base. I can't remember if you're getting dimensionals this time. I need to check that to see if I need to add them to that in-person thing. Anyway, usually I give y'all a sheet of dimensionals with your class, but sometimes not. Okay, those were the mini Stampin' Dimensionals. See how cute and little they are. That's just what I like to use. You can use the big ones. It's completely fine. Usually I have no trouble removing these dimensional backs with my fingernails, which is just my preference. I know most people use a tool, but of course today they're going to give me trouble. No. Gosh, now the cat's behind me chewing on something. Okay, so center that with dimensionals of design paper. But that could be a cute card right there. You could be done. Put yay all the way across the middle. If you're in a rush, go for it. But let's put together this sled. I keep wanting to call it a sleigh. I'm going to put adhesive on the back of the wood slats. Actually, I forgot what I did. I just remembered. Sorry. I probably wouldn't bother with that. I'm going to put adhesive right now on the gold foil, texture, whatever it's called, brushed gold foil, in the center section of these three metal slats. Okay. So put it on the wood or not, I don't care. And then just attach it like it's no big deal. But I did try to align. So when you cut I don't know how this goes. When you die cut the wood grain piece, it cuts these little holes, which I assume, of course, are where screws go to hold your thing together. So I tried to align the screws with the top and bottom bars. The middle one doesn't align, so don't ask me. Maybe you should align the middle one. I don't know. It's all good. It's fine. I'm sure that doesn't even matter. And then I'm going to put some adhesive right there at where these bars cross. And at the top, like it comes to a point, but below that, and on the two sides, and stick this crumb cake wood thing that you hold on to right there. Handle, I don't know. Ro, you're live instead of replay, doing all things Christmas related. I know Landa's been making Christmas gifts too. I'm like, y'all are ahead, people. Okay, so I did attach this sleigh flat to my project here. So I'm going to add some extra adhesive to the back anywhere you think you need it. You know, by the way, the silicone sheet just helps keep excess adhesive off of your work surface, whether it's paper, glass mat, studio, whatever your surface is. You don't want adhesive all over it when you're putting adhesive on something skinny. Okay, I'm going to put this sled, on here at an angle, bottom down to the right and up. No, am I saying that right? The top part is on the left, the bottom part is on the right, that angle. And then for these two swags that are pretty peacock, I'm just going to only put adhesive right at the top center. Hold on. Cat is tearing something up. You are a lot today. She's a lot. Okay, top center. Put them together. Or can I just overlap them a little bit? Add a little more in the top center. I'm not putting any adhesive on the outside edges. You could also use adhesive sheets or anything you want. To me, that's all it needs. I don't mind it flopping around here on the two sides. And I'm sticking that at the top of the sled. Then Yay All the Way is going to get dimensionals. And let's see here. These are my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to grab something over here. This is one I actually used when I'm designing. What I did for this Yay All the Way, I love these mini dimensionals, the edges. You can see where I did this already for this card. These edges are much wider than the edges on the large ones. See how much wider they are on both sides. But this is the good one right there. I mean, I use them all, of course. I know y'all do too. Anyway, you can cut yourself a little long, skinny piece of foam. And I could cut this one up, but I want it to look nice and pretty for my videos, so that's why I'm not going to. I will later when it gets down to it. Okay. Actually, I'm going to cut this in half. Put about half on one end, half on the other. Rather than trying to make it the full length, you know. Okay, Yay All the Way is going to go toward the bottom of the sled, but more toward the bottom than the top, but maybe 1/3 of the way up or so. Across the sled, it's as wide as the designer paper, so it ends right there on purpose. Super cute, I think. And then you're also going to get a full pack of the Lost Lagoon soft cording with your pass fee. And so I'm going to tell you to take this cording and fold it over on itself. I don't cut it from the roll personally. This is the new online exclusive, by the way, soft cording. You can buy it now. It's soft, describes it perfectly. It's also shiny. It's It's Lost Lagoon. It goes with the otter stuff. The otters. Anyway, I'm just tying a regular. What did I do? Did I do bunny ears? I guess I'll do a bunny ears bow. Okay. No, not bunny ears. See, it's a regular bow. I just do these so, you know what I mean? It comes naturally. Okay, so it's folded in half. So I have 2 strings. I'm going to tie a normal bow. This cording slides real easy because it's so slick and smooth. Let's get the loops how I want them. Yep, it's the right size. It's going to look super cute on my project. And then I will cut that loop there and trim. You could, sometimes you need to trim all 4 of these to match, depending on how you tied it. And that's going to go right there. I did not use any embellishments on this one. But you could if you wanted. Just make sure you have enough if you're following the class instructions and using that. Okay, need a glue dot. Just bend that paper backwards, fold it down. Super easy to get your glue dot attached to your embellishment. And there is card number 1. Card 1. If you would like a chance to win this card, comment on this video, even on replay, and you will have a chance to win this card along with the other 2 I'm about to make today on today's video. You won't win today. I'll do that later. And if you would like a whole class packet cut and mailed to you so that you can make 2 of each card, just like this, 2 of each, of the 4 designs, then you'll want to sign up for Stamp a Stack class by November 10th or club. All right, that's card number 1. Tina, thank you. I was like, does anybody like this card? I'm waiting. Just kidding. Thank you, Tina. Julie likes the designer paper. Thank you, Julie. I just got these everywhere. Okay, card number 2. Card 2. If I can pick up the pieces here. Card number 2. This is a pretty peacock base. So again, take your 8.5 by 11 paper and cut it in half. You'll get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. Super economical. They will fit, I forgot to say this earlier, into the invitation size envelope, which is the medium from Stampin' Up. We have these really nice medium white envelopes. I just ordered all of mine for my Christmas cards this year because I used to always forget that. And so now I have a note in my calendar in November. Order your envelopes. Because I'll need like over 300 envelopes. And I've made all the cards. I'm like, crap, I got to place an order now. So fits into that. Super easy, super economical. 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. You don't have to memorize anything crazy. Just cut it in half either direction. And it will fit into that envelope once you fold it over. Okay. Then inside this packet, you're going to have, well, actually, you're going to cut your own gold foil because you're getting that with your class. But you will cut the gold textured or brushed, whatever it's called, foil down to the card front size, which measurements over blog, 11 a.m. Central. Then you'll also cut your designer paper. This is the pattern that has the brown with white snowflakes on the back. And on the other side is little sections of deer surrounded by greenery and birds, and in between little pieces of greenery and birds and trees and stuff. If you will cut this without trying to center one of the circles or ovals, it will look fine as a background. If you try to center it, to me it looks, then it's like weird. So just don't try to center one of those. Just cut it randomly. That layer will go next on this portrait direction card. The deer side is the one we have facing forward. The greenery pieces are garden green, but heavy on the peacock as well. So it matches our peacock paper. And the snow, like the blue in the ground on the snow, is peacock as well. Okay, you're going to have a scrap of white, which we'll talk about in a second. A pre-die cut basic white square from Stylish Shapes Dies. Stylish Shapes, must have. right there, stylish shapes from our annual catalog. Of course, everything's in the online store. Okay, and then you're also going to cut another piece of designer paper. This is from the back of the one we just used. It is the snowflake pattern with the pecan pie with white, all different shapes and patterns of really fancy, intricate snowflakes, and then dots of snow in between and little tiny snowflakes that are all white but a little distressed all over that background. This piece is about 1.5 inches wide of a strip, and it will go right down the front center of the card on top of that other designer paper. Okay, then we have the scrap here. So for stamping, we're going to stamp on the scrap. You are going to make 2 of each card, so your scrap is going to look just like this. I'm trying to find my example here for the class. And you're going to stamp, because you're making 2 cards, 2 wreaths on it, and you won't be in a rush doing it for a class display like me and mess that up. But anyway, you'll stamp it real good like this. 2 wreaths in Pretty Peacock. Okay, so the wreaths, I have a tip. Let me stamp my greeting first, actually, so I can tell this tip. And this is not like that big of a deal on this wreath, but I have selected what I'm going to call the top. Does this card say good tidings? I'm putting good tidings on this card. It's all caps, straight across. It's not super long. It's just a little over 1.5 inches long and like 1/4 of an inch tall. It's all caps, just like the last one we used. And I'm putting it at the bottom, about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom of the square in the center. Good tidings in Pretty Peacock ink. And then the wreath. So where's the die? The wreath is one of those, you stamp it and you walk over to your die cut machine and you're like, oh shoot. And you have to turn the die a bunch of times to figure out the alignment, you know. And you can do that, it's fine. We do it all the time. But I took the time and mapped this one out. Okay, so what I did to make the long story maybe long or short, I stamped it on paper and then I aligned the die, and it was like this when I aligned it, which I call crooked. I wanted it to be like this, where the die, because the die cuts out the middle of the wreath as well, so it has these 2 lines, just 2 lines, one on the left, one on the right, that connect that middle die cut piece, right? So I wanted it to be straight across when I die cut it out, if I could just stamp it that way and align the die that way. So I stamped it randomly because I didn't have a clue how it went. I figured it out, and it was like sideways like this. So then I turned my paper like this, and then I figured out what direction that made this stamp need to be turned on my clear block, which turns out to be this direction. And then I took a Sharpie and I put a black mark on the top of the stamp on the backside that sticks to the clear block, which, by the way, I knew it would come off on this block because I did it. So I'm going to re-darken that when I remove this permanently from this block, so it'll dry and stay there. Okay, so now I know. If I'm going to ink up in Pretty Peacock, tap, tap, tap. Do not press hard on your ink pads, please. Your Stampin' Up! Ink pads are delicate. You get more ink if you just tap, and then have a nice firm surface underneath, like a glass mat, a Stampin' Pierce mat, or a really hard table. Anyway, but how do you know where, first of all, you need to go ahead and say, okay, I just stamped that. Here's the top, because I marked it top. Because you're going to turn this paper around and it's going to be what? Okay, now how do you know where the die goes? So what I did was I positioned the die, and then I made a little mark on the die, that dot right there. You cannot write on dies. I mean, if anyone has a pen or marker or paint that will not rub off of these dies, please tell me. Where is the thing? Right here. But me and my helpers, we can't figure anything out. So I took this engraver. It's in my Amazon store. You can go to that link right now. I think the link is in the YouTube video, and it'll be in the Facebook video later today. And my friend Karen told me about these engravers. and for die cutting or whatever, not die cutting, but and I made that little dot right there. So it's like, and she puts her initials. I haven't practiced that enough yet to be able to write JC, but she can put her initials on the back of these because you have to get used to using this. When it touches your stuff, it jumps because it's like spinning and whatever. But anyway, there's a little dot right there. So there's the top. Again, if I put a Sharpie right there, it's going to be gone by the time 2 people die cut it in class. It just rubs off. Nail polish might work, but that can chip off. This is indented into the die. So there you go. Get that in my Amazon store. Now, I still might have to turn it the tiniest bit, but in general, I know the exact direction immediately. I hope that helped somebody. You're going to need 2 for the class. I only need 1 right now because I'm only making 1 card, but stamp your 2 if you're taking my class. Then please, please, please cut these apart. So let me label the top of this one as well. You can put a T, you can put a dot, you can put whatever the heck you want, but just remember where the top was. And then you got the die with the dot and you're good to go. So that's just to save you time later in your life. You got the dot here, the dot there, boom. I do that with lots. I mean, lately I haven't had any images that needed that, but when that occurs, I do it a lot. Okay, let me get my thing and die cut this out. Thank you, Tina. Oh, I haven't noticed it coming off. Well, it does on mine and Margaret's, but we use my dies a lot. I mean, if you use it one, and I'm not saying you do this either. I don't know. I got some ink on here. Hold on. But the more you use your dies, the more it does come off. Now, again, if you have a different brand of a Sharpie or something, like obviously not Sharpie, and you want to tell us about it, we'd be glad to know what won't come off of these dies. But, and it's not a defect. I think it just is what it is. Okay, so I've got it aligned super fast right there because I had it marked top. And you only need to run it through 1 time. This is the die cut machine, and it's amazing, and it comes with everything you need to die cut and emboss everything Stampin' Up! Carries. Okay, so there it is. Super simple. Super simple. Let's see. Julie, no problem. That's what replay's for, right? The hardest part of everything I just told y'all is getting it aligned in the first place. Where is the top of this? At least for me, it was. Some of us have gifts in other areas, and I don't have the gift in that area to just eyeball it and be like, that's how it goes. If you have that skill, you might not even need my tips. So, okay, there's our wreath. We stamped good tidings. Now for the wreath, we're just going to do a quick little bit of coloring. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah. So on the last card that I'm not showing today, I'm using light and dark poppy parade on the cardinal. And I'm using daffodil on the cardinal. Right now, all I need is dark poppy and light lost lagoon to quickly color this wreath. It's so simple. I'll grab my reader so I can see the tiny images. You're going to use the bullet point, and you could be more creative with this. But like, I don't know if some of these images that are open on the wreath could be different colors, like in real life greenery or foliage, but mine are all lost lagoon. So if it's not a berry, it's getting colored light lost lagoon. It was stamped in Pretty Peacock, so it's a nice lighter of the same color basically. And that's just what I'm going to do. Also, it's super quick because we're not blending, although still with alcohol markers, it just colors so beautiful, not like water-based markers, which don't blend out if you have streaks. If you see a streak, when you're coloring with these, just color it a little bit more and that streak will disappear. You'll never break down the paper because it's alcohol-based, not water-based. So you can keep coloring over and over without damaging the paper. And it does bleed through to the other side because it's alcohol. And they can dry out quicker because they are alcohol based, which alcohol evaporates if you didn't know. So put that lid back on as soon as you're done. It has a brush tip as well, which works perfectly fine, and you can use it. But to me, these are too small for that. But hold on. Sorry, an alarm went off on my phone. I don't know if the camera paused, but you can use the brush tip anytime appropriate for you. And it works perfectly fine. Sorry, I want to make sure that's clear. Mine are taped off because of classes in person. I don't want the brush tip used because it can, if used improperly, can get damaged. Okay, fine point. Dark Poppy Parade. Color the berries real quick. Poppy Parade. I think that's the red in this designer paper is why I used it, but it's such a bright red, like very cheerful Christmas bright red. And there's 4 sections of 3 berries to color, so super quick. There it is. There it is. Hey, Susan, thanks for liking and sharing. That is helpful to me. Okay, so we're going to put this together. Super simple. Now, I do advise you to die cut something from this this gold before you glue this down on your own. I'm actually going to grab a die. I'm going to grab this die right here. This is not related. This is not a requirement of this card, but you're going to cover up so much silver paper right here. I mean gold, sorry. But what I'm trying to say is foil. Any kind of foil or textured or specialty paper that you're about to cover up almost all of it, die cut the middle out. Whether it's something you're going to use on this card or class, or just to save for later. So now I have all this gold to either use for something else or use as the die, the rectangle postage that I cut it out from. Either way, doesn't matter. I'll put that back in my container with my gold. Now on this class, you could have cut also that first sleigh from it right there in the middle. So on the card I just made. Okay, so add adhesive to the back of the larger piece of designer paper. Just the edges there since I cut that gold. Attach it to the gold, brushed gold foil like paper. Add more adhesive. I'm just using Stampin' Seal for this. And then that goes on the front of the card base. And then adhesive on the back of the strip of designer paper, pecan pie with the snowflakes on it. That goes right down the center, and it's as tall as the designer paper, so it should align there at the top and bottom. Then we're going to add Stampin' Dimensionals to the wreath, the square that says Good Tidings. How are we doing over here? Thank you, Sue. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Karen, the reason Karen told me about the engraver was because me, her, and Landa are always sharing products like dies. You know, can I borrow this so I can have duplicates and vice versa? And we were trying to figure out a way to label each other's dies. Okay, so that square with dimensionals on the back is right in the center, left to right, but more toward the top of the card front. I'm going to grab something real quick. Okay, I got some makeup on that, so I'm going to use my sand eraser take it off. And the sand eraser comes in my adhesive kit, FYI. You need one. Okay, dimensionals on the wreath. Mini dimensionals, but you can use big ones. And then just position, the wreath is like not a perfect circle, so position it however you want on here, but we are going to put a bow at the top, so you might consider that. The wreath just goes above good tidings on dimensionals, so centered left to right, supposedly, and centered in that section above good tidings. Then we're just going to do the same exact thing with the twine, cording, the Lost Lagoon cording, and make a double bow. Might be slightly smaller though than the last one on the first card. This is why I don't pre-cut my ribbon, because that was too short. And it's especially easy to untie this if your bow isn't how you want and you haven't trimmed it off, because it's so slick. Okay, yeah, that looks good to me. So I'll cut this one the other way that I was talking about. I'm going to have a little waist, which I don't like, but I might retie it if I weren't on a video. We're just going to cut straight across all 4 pieces there. That one stays attached. I do have that much waist. Now I have this double bow. And any glue dot. This bow goes at the top of the wreath. Whoop. If your bow's crazy, try to fix it. And I was going to put it at the bottom of the wreath, actually, and like flip everything around. And I remembered that a lot of people put the bow at the top of the wreath, and it looks really good. I just always don't think about that. I don't know why. I just automatically put the wreaths at the bottom. Okay, and then I did put the gems on this one, so you're going to get a partial pack of gems with this class. These are called adhesive back metallic gems. They are, I don't know the technical names, but it's basically silver, gold, and copper. That's probably what they're called. They come in small, medium, and large. You're going to get a section kind of like this for your 8 cards. So I used 3. I'm looking at what color I used. That one's copper, that's silver. So gold. I'm going to use 3 small gold on here. You're going to get enough for exactly these 2 cards. You can, of course, embellish with anything more you like. I'm going to put 3 on here, and I think it's perfect because it's a small wreath, and it has those red berries on it already. So I'm just kind of spreading these around 3 little sections here. There we go. And that is the finished card. It's like kind of simple, although it was in a tie for my favorite. I just really like I don't know what I like, but I just like it. So there it is. Hey, Cindy, good morning. Is the greenery on the DSP Lost Lagoon or Pretty Peacock? Both, I believe. To me, this is more peacock in person. Where's the paper? Where did I put it? Right here. So they don't list Lost Lagoon, but y'all know sometimes they don't list all the colors. It's like light peacock. It matches Lost Lagoon. But technically they're calling it peacock. To me, it's a mix of both. Like, to me, the ground definitely looks like more of a Lost Lagoon. This is darker, and on certain pieces of the DSP, to me, it looks like both. But anyway, you can call it whatever you want. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks, Corinne. Hey, Susan in Florida will watch replay. Yes. Have you tried a paint pen? No, Corinne. What kind of paint is in a paint pen? I mean, not that I would know if that would work. I don't know why I'm asking that question, actually. I'll crack myself up. Okay. But no, I haven't tried a paint pen. I don't think I own one. remember, though. Good question, though. Susan, thank you. Haven't noticed it coming off. Oh, yeah, you said, I read that. And Margaret, Debbie, good morning. We'll fix to make the last card, and then I will show you the fourth one. But the one I'm going to make out of the ones I'm making, this is card number 3. Ro, I hope this helps. I use a Sharpie to mark my dies. Yes. Tina, woo, 300 cards. I know, Tina, it's crazy. Oh, and Margaret, I'm glad you like the DSP now. I know, it was challenging for me at first, too. I will fully admit that DSP. But I think almost combining with different stamps than the original, I like better. Anyway, okay, this last card that I'm making, thank you, Tina. The picture that I took, and I'm going to post for now because I didn't have time to retake a picture. When I was typing the notes last night and the measurements, I was like, why didn't I put a greeting on this card? The crap. I didn't put a greeting on the card. And then it looks fine, and I liked how it looked, but so I quickly got up from my computer and went over and stamped a greeting real quick. And yeah, I'm going to add a greeting for the class. And for the one I'm making right now. So it's gonna, but I don't think I added the white piece. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to cut a piece of white for the greeting. And Brittany's back, by the way. Did y'all notice? Hello. So needy today. So needy. Okay. But other than the greeting in this packet, actually, oh yeah. You will have a Lost Lagoon card base, Lost Lagoon, 5.5, 8.5. Fold it in half. This will be up and down. Every single card in this class is portrait. Even the fourth one that I'm not making on camera, but I'll show. Lost Lagoon card base. You would think this is the next layer, but it's not. This piece of pecan pie is a scrap. Ignore that right now. This piece of white is die cut from the perennial postage dies. I believe it's the largest one. Oh, no, it's not. It's the next to the largest perennial postage die shape, which is a rectangle with postage stamp edging, the old-fashioned postage stamp edging. These perennial postage dies are awesome. They come with several different rectangles and a couple of squares with that edging. And then this label with the edging on the left and right, a little rectangle, a keyhole die thing, and a couple of other dies as well. So perennial postage. Grab those if you don't have them yet. Anyway, so we're cutting this white piece. It's a pretty large, 4.5 inch tall rectangle. And then, of course, we're going to emboss it for you with the Snowfall Sky embossing folder. Of course, right, Landa? Which I forgot to pull, but let me see if I can find it. I've been designing a lot, or pulling things out for future designing. This is Snowfall Sky, I think it's called. Anyway, it's snowflakes snowing down, thicker at the bottom. It's a 6x6 3D embossing folder. Again, if you get our die cut machine, it comes with everything you need to use these. Okay. So we have that rectangle. I'm going to go up and down here on the card. On this, now before I say that, you're going to use the designer paper, but you're going to need to go into your packet. You cut your own designer paper, right? Anyway, but for this one, you're going to cut from your designer paper. You're going to hand cut out one of these Christmas bouquets is what I'm calling them from this sheet. The back is the candy cane stripes, the old-fashioned candy cane, and the other side is the separate bouquets. Are they all the same or not? I'm gonna go for this one up here. I feel like it's bigger, but I think my eyes are playing a trick on me. You pick any two you want because you're gonna make 2 cards, right? Hand cut them out. So there's that. I'm going to hand cut this out. What it is a big, not big, but the whole image is about 2 inches tall. But it's a large red bow at the bottom of a Christmas bouquet. So pine needles, again, pretty peacock pine needles, green holly leaves, and the berries are white, but they have like a red accent on them. And then you're also going to need the stocking. That one comes, I know I showed all this paper at the beginning, but there's a sheet with lots of stockings all over it that are full of gifts and stuff. Where is it? Here. As a reminder, they are surrounded by greenery, almost like in an oval shape, and there's bows in between. But you're just going to want to cut out, and you can hand cut out one of these stockings. Here's where I cut mine from. But technically there's a die. So if you happen to own this bundle, Sentimental Wishes, you can die cut out the stocking instead. There is not a die for the bouquet. So I have these dies here just to show you. I'm not using these in class because I'm using this in a different class this month. So you'll need to hand cut it out if you attend my class. Where did I look at stocking? Well, okay. But I did die cut it out. I cheated and die cut it out. Because if you own the dies, of course you're going to do that, right? Yeah, none of these. Oh, there's a single bow one, though. That might cut the bows. I haven't investigated this Sentimental Wishes bundle yet because I haven't worked with it yet. I'm going to see if this bow right here cuts out from the designer paper. It's a single bow, not the bouquet. That's not the sheet with bows on it. Oh, it's this one. Yes. Oh, you can die cut that bow out that's in between the stockings. Yes. Good to know for me for class. Okay, good to know. All right, so there you go. So y'all get to watch me hand cut out one of these. Is the long story short there. Sentimental Wishes bundle. If you want to see that stamp set, tell me and I'll pull it out of my drawer. Landa said, definitely. Thank you, Sue. Yes, no problem, Sue. Bringing it closer. That one showed it better. Okay, so we're going to hand cut that out, Got this piece done. What is this one for? We're going to stamp the sleds on it. So you're making 2 cards in this class. You're going to stamp 2, loosely cut apart, die cut out. It's pecan pie scrap. It's 1/4 of a piece of paper. And you're going to stamp in pecan pie. It's the full sled. Tap, tap, tap. Do not press hard. Just move it around 50 times if you want. That part's fine. Just don't press hard. You get less ink if you press hard. Put it to the test if you don't believe me. Do one of each is what I'm saying. Now, if your ink pad needs re-inking, that's another different story, but do not press hard on Stampin' Up's ink pads. So stamp 2, cut apart, die cut out. So this is what I'm going to do. Easy to align. We don't need to do all those tricks from earlier. We'll do a little cleanup here also. So obviously when I get this on the machine, because the whole thing doesn't go in the camera very well, you're going to align it as close as you can and then run it through. By the way, on TikTok, I have lots of videos that explain specifics, what order to use the plates and all that. If you are new to crafting, I have a TikTok channel and I have really short videos over there with lots of stamping tips, including how to use the die cut machines. Need to be right on top of this for me so I can align everything all the way around and quit pushing it with my hand when I pick up my hand. Hopefully this will be good enough, or good, but if not, we're going to call it good enough unless it's horrible. When you cut this out, there's no like, hey Cindy, thanks for sharing. No like excess paper. It's just a one cut. It's a little bit off, but pretend y'all didn't see that. I'm a little too far. I had the die too far to the right. Okay. Lori says, love that bundle. Let's see if I have it right here. Oh yeah, right there. Pretty good bundle. Sentimental Wishes, I mean. I keep getting the name wrong. Anyway. Okay. So. Oh, I have to hand cut this out. Open the scissors real big. Cut rather than from the pointy end. Cut from the center. Cut as long as you can before opening the scissors back up. It'll give you smoother cuts without those little marks. And turn the paper with your other hand. So for me, turn the paper with my left hand. Keep my cutting hand stationary. And of course, I'm just trying to give a little bit. This is like an off-white background. So a little bit of an off-white edge. Oh, I wonder if that was UPS. Hold on, I'm going to look at my door lock. I mean, I'll look out the window. Oh, no, not UPS. I was like, ooh, I can get Scott to bring those kits in here and I can show you. But no. That was Karen. Okay. Shout out to Karen picking up stuff from my porch so she can complete thank you cards. Camera. Okay. I'm just continuing to cut here. By the way, this is random, but thinking that was UPS with my kits. Don't forget those kits make great Christmas gifts if you need to have something on hand for unexpected. Oops, forget to get you a gift. They make great gifts, and or intentional gifts, like she or he would love to do this project. Kits are great gifts. People also who need a hobby, who are bored a lot, assisted livings, relatives, all the stuff. You can get as intricate or not as you want when you cut these out. This one is different than the one on my other card. Not, it doesn't matter, but I was thinking I got the same one, but it's fine. Okay, and don't worry about it being perfect. As you can see, mine is not. Okay, so for this card, we're going to attach. I did not do anything to the Lost Lagoon card base. I just didn't. I tried embossed paper behind it, like with dry embossing behind this white piece. I didn't like it. It was too clashy. I can't remember if I tried the stamped snowflakes in the corners and didn't like it, or decided I just didn't want to. I don't know, but I took it all into consideration, and I ended up going with a plain Lost Lagoon background. So the card base is Lost Lagoon. That's what's on the back. And then I'm going to attach this white snowflake embossed cardstock flat to the front in the center. And I'm putting the lighter snow at the top and the heavier at the bottom. And then the sled will go on next with Stampin' Dimensionals. Oops. Not that I can't use those, but obviously put as many or few as you want. If they're your own dimensionals, if they're mine, be cheap. And this will go on here. This pecan pie sled we stamped and dug it out at an angle. Top part on the left, bottom part on the right, within the white section though. Then the bouquet is going to go up here at the top to the side, but I'm not going to attach it yet. I'm going to do something else. And then the stocking full of gifts, it's obviously, but I didn't say it, a red stocking, but it's like painted, like real pretty. Skills way above mine. So this stocking will get attached here toward the bottom of the sled, but hanging off of it. So I'm just looking to see where it's going to be hanging off and adding dimensionals as needed. So basically on the heel and toe of the stocking and adhesive at the top. And it's just kind of at an angle, covering up the bottom right and a tiny bit of the bottom left of the stockings. I mean, of the sled. Something like that. This is actually a little different than my original, like slightly different. It's fine. Okay, now underneath this, loud noise in here. Underneath this bouquet, we're going to put a large double bow with the cording. So same thing I did before. I just used more thread so I can make this bow kind of large. And the bow will go under. The glue dot. I'm doing better than last week's video. I'm 30 minutes shorter. Ooh. Okay, so the bow is over here, right under this bouquet. So to the left, top, if you want to be real specific, kind of right below the handle that you hold on to when you're sledding. Maybe I should go a little bit more to my right though. But on the left-hand side of the sled. Okay, then we'll add dimensionals behind top and bottom of the, let's see if I doubled these up. I did. Top and bottom of the bouquet. And I'm going to stack 2 dimensionals on top of each other to make it taller because that cord is super thick. So put your dimensional on, peel the backing off, put another dimensional on that. So 2 stacked top and bottom. And then I just put some adhesive in the middle to stick to that cording. There's that. And then I added, I'm probably going to need those again. The embellishments. I added the copper embellishments. The metallic gems. So I'm going to do a large one down here bottom left in the white section and a small one. And then one more small top right of the white section. And that was my finished card. And then I thought it was pretty cute. I thought, like, it looks really nice. These colors, I like it. Then I was typing the notes and I was like, oh, there's no words on this card. So I got up and I ran over here and I pulled out the box and I cut, that's the crooked one. I cut a piece of paper 3/4 of an inch tall, basic white. And I stamped "Let's Decorate the Season with Happiness" in and Poppy Parade on it in the center. And I laid it on my original sample and I said, yes, that's going to look good. And that's as far as I could do last night. Thank you, Elner. I said, I'll finish it on the video. So, Landa, you'll know this because I'm going to fix my samples, but we're going to cut it like this. We're going to cut you this size. And then what I think we should do probably is trim this down on the right side. I might actually change the size of it, Landa, but you know, I'll have notes and stuff. I don't know if I want it straight over here or bannered. I'm feeling like it should be straight. Okay, I'm going to go trim this on the paper cutter. Hold. See what? Yeah, that's 2.5 inches long. I wrote a note to Landa. Where is it? Okay, we're going to cut it 3/4 of an inch. Y'all, this is how my handwriting is. Sorry. 3/4 by 2.5. I'm going to instruct you to stamp it over to the left in Poppy Parade. Let's decorate the season with happiness. And we're going to tuck it under. Oh, it's going to interfere with those dots. I'm going to move these dots. We're going to tuck it under the stocking and dimensionals on the left. I have to do some new photography and stuff. If I get to it, I probably will put this picture on the blog instead. This is one of those greetings that's kind of hard to stamp straight because of the cursive and the straight lines. It plays tricks on your eyes. So I'm stamped crooked on the back, and I stamped it crooked twice before I was like, stop and pay attention, Jennifer. Anyway. So, everybody got it? Now we're going to, size noted, Landa said. Woo! Landa's good, y'all. Tuck it under. Yeah, I like this. And it's going to hang off the left edge of that white postage thing. Tuck under the stocking. And that's how it's going to be. That's going to be our finished card. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you, Lori. This is how it was originally, which I think also is very nice. I think that's why I just stopped. I was like, man, because honestly, I impressed myself with this card. Like, it's not that special, but I was just impressed. And I think I just stopped and forgot about the greeting. And I know we don't have to have greetings on the front of all of our cards, but I'm going to fix this one. I got the note. Yeah, that's mine to keep. Okay, so that is card number 3. Lori, thank you. Let me know what y'all think. Eleanor, thank you very much. Maybe you like it without the greeting. You can leave it off. So if you want this packet, join the club or sign up for the class by Sunday, November 10th, so we can cut for you. I would love to have to disappoint Landa and tell her she needs to cut more than usual. I lost the lid to that. Okay, I'm going to put the other 2 cards. These are the 3 cards from today, so you can see which one you like best. Cat. I'm going to blame the cat today for the camera being all messed up. Okay, there's the 3 cards from today. If you'd like a chance to win these, comment on the video. You will get entered to win all 3 of these exact ones. If you share the video, you'll also be entered a second time if you comment that you shared, so that I will know. And then there is a 4th card for this class, and I really like it a lot. I just had to pick which ones to make on the video. And this is a Z fold, so it's a little fun fold. And here it is. Da, da, da. So we use the skate dies. We're going to cut you some silver skates there, some Poppy Parade laces. You're just going to tuck those laces under that slit, glue it together. Super simple. We're going to cut these circles for you and emboss them. You'll cut your own designer paper. We'll cut this label for you. Oh, and you'll stamp and color in that cute cardinal. Isn't that cute? So that is card number 4 for Stamp-A-Stack. So you definitely should sign up if you're not already. Because, of course, many of you are already club members. I'm trying to hold that down, but it's blurry. It's not blurry on my Facebook feed. On my, I'm laughing at Rose's comment. It's special because you fussy cut it. Sherry, you might want to get out and go back in. What am I trying to say? On my iPad where I'm watching it, it's not blurry. On Facebook. Now, YouTube, I'm not watching it on, so I don't know. But hopefully it'll clear up for you. Sometimes when I watch my own video on replay on YouTube, it'll be blurry. And I'm like, it was not blurry when I was streaming. So I think that's the internet on my end. But anyway, who knows? Technology is crazy. Number 1 and number 4 are Julie's favorites. Thank you, Julie. Oh, don't forget, I don't have any other samples to show y'all today. Recipe cards on the blog right now. They just went up 11 a.m. Stamptherapist.com. You can get the recipe cards with the measurements and supply list for these 3 cards. You'll get full step-by-step tutorials, of course, if you take the class, or my team gets those for free, of course. I also have the supply list on the blog, measurements, recipe cards, and of course info about my ordering special. So if you need any of these products or anything else, you can get a free class packet from me with this host code, $25 or more, and that's the Winterly Treetops class. Thank you, Lori. All right, well, if y'all, oh, Brenda, hello, I didn't see you there. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. 2 Sherrys in a row. Carmen, thank you. I'm like blind to y'all's comments here. Love the sled cards. Cute idea when I use my bundle. Yes, Sue. Woohoo. Thank you, Sue. Allie and I are very happy that you enjoyed our class with the latte set. And as soon as Stampin' Up! Has another, event near where we live, we'll be doing an event, Sue, so don't worry. But thank you. We appreciate you coming to that one. I'm going back on these comments to see if I missed anything, but I hope you guys have a great week. I should be here next Thursday like usual. Thank you, Pat. Long time no see on Facebook, Pat. I will be, what am I saying? Oh, just for funsies, I will be going to a team member's house Friday and Saturday, and several of us will be there together. Hopefully we'll remember to take pictures, and I can post some pictures of us watching Stampin' Up's leadership conference together and like brainstorming and stuff. So that will be fun. And that's one of the things I'm going to work on later today is a card swap I'm doing with them. And anyway, and then Sunday, I'm going to get back to designing all my other classes. So look on that Facebook group or watch for emails from me with sneak peeks of the other classes that I talked about today, but didn't show you samples of because I haven't designed them yet. Hey, Stella, thank you. And Tina, thank you. All right, everyone, have a great day. I will see y'all later. Bye.